Welcome. One Pick Wonders, week 3 NFL. Coming at you. Maybe. We don't know.
And it shows
Yes, I will.
One Pick Wonders, your best 4 picks for NFL games. What's our current overall record through 2 games?
Seahawks.
I'm gonna use that, even though it's a good pick.
It's
We are, let me get that.
1-1-1.
We are 3-5 overall for the season.
So who has not won a game yet?
Brian has not won a game yet.
Bob Sorrell.
Oh, the Bob is back. Bet opposite Brian.
Bobby Bob.
The Bob is returned to his original form.
Yes,
Yes.
that's
His
the
legendary self.
Yeah.
So there you have it. So last week, myself and the Buru lost. I am the producer. On the far left is the office, and in the middle is the 5 head of knowledge and the sports betting Buru. Pretty obvious who the 5 head of knowledge is. And who the sports betting Buru is.
Well, if Brian didn't have his hat on.
Yes.
My forehead is not even close to the size of Dan's forehead.
It's much
Dan's forehead only looks as big because he continues to wear to not like buzz his head.
Have you thought about the hair club for men or toupee?
Look, you know what?
Putting a
You know what we
roof on
could do? Dan's rich, so the 3 of us could fly to Turkey and get hair implants. That's new. That's the new thing.
Are those plugs, or do they work, or what's
Oh
happening?
yeah! Oh my God! You should see him, Scott. It actually is pretty amazing. It looks a little shitty to start, but it actually really works. Do you know how many years it's been since I've brushed my hair? I mean, it's like Maggie's 20 years old. I haven't brushed my hair in probably 20 years because that's how long I've been buzzing my head. So at least.
Now, if you don't buzz your head, are you fry or tuck? Is that what we're looking at? That's the look?
No, I mean, I have a lot of peach fuzz on the top, but you wouldn't really see it. It would look splotchy. And now it's all gray anyway, so.
Why not a comb over? Have you ever considered the comb over?
No, my grandpa Robinson did a comb over. I shit you not. I love that man, but his hair would be like this long on the one side.
When the
and he
wind
would whip it
blows.
over.
When the
He'd
wind
whip it
blows.
over.
That's a great
He
look.
was awesome.
I love
Like my
the
grandpa
comb over.
Robinson was cool as shit. He was like, but it was funny though because he used to totally pull that off, and it didn't look that bad, but you know, it definitely looked better than Donnie's comb over. So.
We used to imitate our high school football coach all the time. We're like, you need to play better offense. You need to play better defense. You know, he's always doing this thing, on his head, so the hair didn't flop back.
Speaking of former high school coaches, I meant to text Brian this last night. I went to dinner with my in-laws, and we went to the NBA.
All right.
They remodeled it. They made it bigger.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I don't know. I was going to ask the waiter if Carrie still owned it, but I forgot. So
Yeah,
but that was they used to
I'm
be
not
owned.
even trying to be biased. That's fair prices. It's good food. It's a good environment.
Well, it was burger night. My in-laws, I went with my in-laws. I didn't get a burger, but it was like $10 for a burger and
My
a
dad
healthy
used
size
to
of
do that.
chips and everything. It was pretty good.
Every Tuesday night, my dad used to take me there for I think $18.99. So this is a long time ago. At the MBI, they had prime rib for $18.99, and my dad took me there every Tuesday. It was a good deal. It was like 12-ounce prime rib for like $8.
Scott, that's a place that was owned by Brian's defensive coordinator that broke the clipboard over his head.
Oh,
And and Carl's younger brother Christian, by the way, Christian Muller, got the clipboard broken over his head too.
A lot of clipboards.
No, it's true. I think it's true. We both got broken over our
So,
head.
do you agree if you lose your pick this week that Dan will break a clipboard out over your head next week? Oh, he's already
How
got
did
the
Dan
clipboard.
He's
have a
actually
clipboard?
got
That's
one.
what I wanted to know.
He's got the clipboard
How did
ready.
Dan have a clipboard?
That's
Perfect.
awesome. Yes,
Perfect.
I agree.
Yes.
I mean,
on the show live, you will get a clipboard broken over your head, like you.
yeah, I
deserve.
mean, because he wouldn't sit on the toilet last year, so the clipboard's got to happen,
It's
right?
got to happen. It's for the integrity of the show.
Yeah, we'll give him like maybe we'll get him a baseball helmet or something that he can wear, so it doesn't hurt as bad. He doesn't need another concussion.
No, he gets a football
We'll
helmet.
put some safety goggles on him and a
Yeah.
construction helmet.
Maybe we'll give the clipboard a little bit of help and like slice it a little bit just so it
give
breaks
a little
easier.
razor blade action before.
I actually remember the
It's
play too was
an
the
effect.
semifinals in the state championship. We were playing. I thought we were playing zone, but the coach switched it to man, and I was playing linebacker, and I was supposed to cover the fullback out in the flat, but I still thought it was zone. So the fullback was wide open and scored a touchdown. I didn't guard him, so I went off the sideline, and Coach K grabbed me by the shirt, and Coach Penn was yelling at me, and then Carey took the clipboard and slammed it over my head. I thought it was zone. I didn't think he switched to man. I left the fullback wide open. in the
Defensive
flat.
back is a lonely position because everyone notices your mistakes. You know, that's true.
Yeah, I was playing like kind of like a rover linebacker, not the middle linebacker, but like a rover.
Well, you did some roving then, didn't you?
Well, you deserve
Yeah.
it. You deserve it.
Roving on the sidelines, right?
At least I still had my helmet on when he did it though. Because if I took my helmet off when he did it, that would have hurt.
That would be even funnier.
Oh, Dan,
I
you
still
gotta
have my
get
helmet on
him a
me.
football helmet for next week. Get him a helmet. You can
I
bust it
can't
over
believe
his
he had a
head.
clipboard. That still is fucking funny to me. How the hell did Dan have a fucking clipboard lying around, dude?
I have
Because
like
we're on
three
the
of
same.
them.
We're on the same wavelength.
I have like 3 of them in my desk, Bri. I could just start getting them out of the drawers if I felt like it.
No, my idea is to get a hot blonde in a bikini and have her just jump up and down for the whole show. There was actually
So
On a
been there,
podcast-
done that. That was on the
trampoline.
Man Show. That was on the Man Show with Jimmy Kimmel, who's now got canceled, and Adam Carolla.
yeah,
back
the
in
man
the day,
show.
so.
the
No,
trampoline.
there was a like 15
Didn't
years
Benny
ago,
Hill
we
do
started
something
doing
like
the
that
show.
too?
Yeah, one of the-
Who's that?
Didn't
I showed Dan.
Benny
There's
Hill
a
show do something like that?
podcast.
Benny Hill.
There's a podcast I showed Dan.
You should just have him running around with his music playing. I love
doing
Benny Hill.
hits. And they had a blonde girl in a bikini jumping up and down. And they got a lot of hits. Remember, I showed Dan. These guys got a lot of hits.
Well, you need that, or you need some sort of animal, like a cat or something, on the show.
I'll
Yeah.
just maybe I'll CGI it, or I'll or as Nancy one time told Brenton, I'll RPG it.
Yeah.
RPG.
Uh,
So, Buru, have you changed your strategy away from the gut picks yet? Or are you actually?
No,
gonna go real pick?
I'm gonna go all in, man. I'm gonna double down, baby.
All right. Well, let's have the 0-2 Buru gut pick of the
Oh, wait.
week.
Yep.
The only.
Wait, are you gonna do your thing, Brian?
is-
Don't you have another segment prior to that's different from the burn the biscuit?
Oh yeah. What burns my biscuits this week is there's a call they have in the NFL where the quarterback, if he gets hit and a defensive player lands on top of him, he gets flagged. I think it's the dumbest rule that I've ever seen in my entire life, and the NFL should get rid of it. I was watching game after game where the announcer said they should get rid of it. It's like it defies the law of physics that a player hits a guy and he has to change direction in midair so he doesn't land on top of the quarterback. And I was telling Dan they should just start putting skirts on all the quarterbacks because some of these stupid rules to protect the quarterback. I think that landing thing is the biggest the dumbest rule in the history of rule. It's impossible to change your body in midair. So that's
it's not. I bet Superman could do it.
That's right.
He can make time go backwards if he flies backwards around the world.
That's right. Yes, he could.
That's true. So the only thing different, I'm still doing the gut, but I have a new app called Scores and Odds, and they show the sharp
Scores
money.
and odds.
What?
And they show scores and odds.
It's the name of the app.
That's what
Amazing
they
how you
show
guessed
on the
that.
app. Yeah, scores and odds.
So the only thing I'm not going to do any analysis, but I am going to say that the sharp money is on 67% is on the Chargers, and 68% of the public money is on the Chargers, which is my pick at 2.5. They're at home against the Broncos. I guess I can't.
One of the ideas, but it wasn't a very good one.
The gut pick, I can't do a lot of analysis. I can only say that the Chargers are playing well. The defense is look really good. They had a good defense last year.
Just when I
Herbert's
think
playing
it
well.
could possibly be any
I don't trust Bo Nix. I know people are all over his nuts over the offseason. Oh, he's going to make this huge step here. But I think he's inconsistent. He's shown he's not consistent. So I don't trust Bo Nix. I know they have a good defense, but it's going to be a low-scoring game. But all I need is them to win by 3 points. So it could be 20-17. I'd still win my bet. So I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Not great,
2.5 at home. And also, I guess part of my gut too is they're at home. It's their home opener, so I think they're going to be extra pumped.
Ridiculous.
Their home opener. I'm going to go Chargers 2.5 at home against the Broncos.
So I have a quick question. So, I mean, if you think about it, even though they're favored, they're really not favored, though, are they? If you think about it, because they're 2.5, and you pretty much start out at -3 as the home team. So, do you put that in taking any consideration? Just something I was talking with my father-in-law asked me about something last week, and we were talking about that, and I happened to mention that he didn't really know that. So, so technically the Broncos are like a half a point. They think they're a half a point better than, I don't know. I can't explain it. I'm bad, but whatever. Dan's better than me.
The only thing against the Chargers is it's a short week, and they lost Khalil Mack. But I don't think Bo Nix is going to be able to score a lot on the Chargers defense. So 2017, 21-17, 24-21.
What are you calling the spread now?
It's 2.5. I'm looking at it right now. It says 2.5.
Yeah, it's been going 2.5. It's been pretty consistent. 2.5, 3. 2.5 is a good number.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, because it really means that the Broncos are favored by half a point.
Right.
In theory.
In theory, yes.
I mean, maybe the short week, Vegas thinks.
Yeah.
But the
That's
Broncos,
true, yeah.
the Broncos are playing a road game 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, and their defense sucks. It has been sucking a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I have them in my one fantasy league. I benched them this week. I got -5 points out of them last week. -5.
Danny Dimes had 300 yards passing.
Yeah, man.
They said that the last 3 years he's only had a total of 3 300-yard games. That's like insane.
Well, he had his one for the year then.
He has one for the year, yeah.
All right, so for my pick, I'm picking the Buccaneers 50-year anniversary throwback jerseys, the original white creamsicle uniforms. Haven't been used since 1976.
That's the year I was born.
Wow.
Dating myself, kids.
Happy bicentennial. Yeah, is that my sound going in and out? Oh God, I hope we still have sound.
We still have sound.
I can still hear you.
The cats aren't going on the soundboard. But yeah, the Bucs are at home against the hapless Jets with the Jets quarterback out. And who are they playing? They're playing an old timers coming in.
Tyrod Taylor.
Now, what do we think of our confidence in him to stand up against Baker Mayfield?
It's the Jets.
It's
You know what the Jets? You know what? The Jets took off, but they couldn't land because they couldn't score a touchdown. They couldn't touch down. I'm sorry, I screwed it up. Damn it.
Well, we all know what
Jets.
Jets stands for.
Just end the season.
That's right.
Just end the season. So the Jets, they haven't been able to finish drives offensively. They've been limited in the passing game. It looks like their defense has taken a step back. The Jets are not only losing games left and right, but they're 4-12 against the spread in their last 16 games as an underdog. The Bucs have had a short week, but they put together 2 wins on the road and come home feeling good. So their top 10 rushing offense, rushing defense, it's only a matter of time before the passing attack gets off the ground. They're a good football team that will be worth keeping an eye on this season. We're going to take the Bucs. I'm still at a 6.5. Ryan, did you send me an email saying they're at a 7?
I saw them at 7 on the most of the lines, but that 6.5 is fine. I'm good with 6.5.
So they got Jets have lost each of their last 10 games against NFC South. Buccaneers have won 15 of their last 16 home games against opponents on a losing streak. Jets have failed to cover the spread in each of their last 8 games against NFC. Excuse me, and the Bucs have covered the spread in 9 of the last 10 games as favorites when playing with the rest disadvantage. So how do you like them apples?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to mess with like alternate spreads, but if you're looking to make a little bit more money with this pick, I mean, I wouldn't even mind going with alternate spread like -8, -8.5. As much as I
talking
like,
about like a teaser. You're talking about put like a teaser.
yeah, because dropping it down to like a -8 and 8.5 for the Bucs, because I think they're gonna beat them by double digits. That's just my feeling. They got the running game going a little bit in the last game with Bucky Irving. They're going that kid. I don't know how to pronounce it. Egbuka. I don't know. I can't remember what his name is.
I think he's out, and I think they're only going to have Evans.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they had to bring an offensive lineman off the Bills' practice squad this week because they're down 2 offensive linemen. They lost a defensive lineman last week.
Egbuka's questionable with a hip. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so
Damn.
But still, I
still like him.
I can't base every game on injuries. I got to look at the team overall. I think they're going to come through, especially against the Jets.
Yeah.
If
Well, they get that other guy
they're
back,
playing the Eagles,
McMillan.
that'd be another story, you know.
They get that Trey McMillan guy back too. Trey McMillan, the wide receiver.
No.
Oh, McMillan.
Is that going? Jalen McMillan?
Yeah.
No, he's not expected to return until week 5.
I thought it was-
He's on IR return. So
They have the best
Maybe that was his
lineman,
first four.
arguably, in the NFL, who's going to be out for another game after this week. Tristan Wirfs. So,
yeah, he's out too. Yeah.
but I still think they're going to beat the Jets by at least.
And Bowles is, he's going to be dialing up some blitzes against Tyrod Taylor, the old man.
They like to blitz, yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike Jim Schwartz.
Yo, I texted Dan last week, and I said, it doesn't look like Bowles is blitzing. And that was in the first quarter. And then after the text, he started blitzing. He started blitzing like crazy.
It's because they tapped your phone.
Yeah, that's what
They're like,
Dan
really,
said.
I need to know what the boo is thinking about what I'm doing in the game.
Bowles heard me.
That's right.
I
I think they're going to the Avalanche defense this week.
They should.
Yeah, the
run it.
Avalanche.
That's right. It's one play.
Yeah,
Everyone's
they've been tapping your phone. They're going to go with the Avalanche. We
I
need to
should,
put
you
it
know,
up on the chalkboard and show them what that means.
3-5-3.
Yeah, the
If any
Avalanche.
coach out there is listening and would like me to go over to the Avalanche, I'm willing. I got time.
The 8-man line.
I totally forgot about that. That's going to be some good content coming up now.
Yo, true story. Coach Hensel, when I was applying for the job, I told him about the Avalanche defense, and he told me to go up to the whiteboard. So I did. I showed him the Avalanche defense, and he used to be the head coach of the CD West. So I got to show a real coach my Avalanche defense. So
Until he got fired until they were hazing.
Yeah, that's right. Brian Schroeder shoved brooms up each other, and they got fired for that.
The play I love was the student body right. You ever hear the student body right? Where the quarterback takes a snap and then the entire team pulls one way or the other way and lead blocks for the quarterback. It's called student body. So you just like student body right, student body left. That means every player just pulls and blocks for the quarterback to run out to one side or the other. That's a good play. That's sort of like the Avalanche, but the offensive version of that, right?
I think the Saw defense deserves more respect.
Oh,
The
yeah,
saw.
the saw. We forgot about the saw.
That's right.
The
Everyone
saw
spins
is
around
amazing. Where
clockwise.
you circle around the offense like a
Circle the
buzzsaw.
wagons, baby.
Like a
And then
buzzsaw.
you saw them down.
Brilliance. This is brilliant. Just working that chalkboard.
Hey man, I even had blitzes coming on I showed Coach Hensel my blitzes. I had it all going.
So we will now hear from Danny D, the 5 head of knowledge for the week 3 pick.
This week, I am taking the Seahawks -7.5 at home against the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are in full tank mode. They want to lose. They're happy to lose. The one thing that Brian and I were discussing, though, is what are they losing for? Because apparently, according to our college football expert, the quarterback class for next season was stink. So I don't know what they're really tanking for. Could be a couple of years of tanking, but again, they are the Saints, who that's generally what they do. So I mean, as Brian was saying, on Scores and Odds, they show the money in both the public and expert money. It's just overwhelming for the Seahawks. I think it's over 85% on each for the Seahawks. Seahawks played pretty well last week against Pittsburgh.
That's not how any of this works.
Orleans' first game of the season. I don't trust Spencer Rattler to do anything. I don't trust him just to run down the street and win a football game. I feel bad for Kellen Moore. I mean, I guess he can't turn down a head coaching job, but that has to be a disaster. They have a lot of really old players on defense who probably are shot. And their offense hasn't done much at all in the first 2 games. I think they scored a combined like 28 points or something in the first 2 games of the season.
Over my helmet?
So, I don't think Seattle's necessarily world beaters here, but it's really just a matchup where you have a mediocre team against a really bad team that's trying to lose. And I think they're willing to go out there. It's a long flight. They're going to go out there. They're going to stink it up. And I think Seattle will win by a couple of touchdowns in this one. And that's going to be like a 24-10, 28-14 kind of game because New Orleans doesn't care. I mean, some of the players maybe because they may lose their jobs, but they're not winning. And they, all those
Smart man.
a better chance they can move to the top of the draft. So they can maybe find someone to help them in the future. So I worked last week doing it this way. My Bills pick.
What about your Nugget?
I'll get that in a second. So that's my pick for this week. What gets my goat?
Hold on, here we go, Dan. I got it ready. I'm queuing it up.
Oh, you do the Nugget before the Nugget?
Now I'll do a nugget after the
Oh,
game.
you do the Nugget after the Nugget?
Yes.
What the hell's going on out here?
There you go.
Anyway, what gets my goat was I was watching in between the commercials of the Tampa Bay Houston game. I put on MLB Network and watched a part of the baseball game. Normally, I'd never watch the Pirates broadcast because the one announcer sounds like he's ready to jump off a bridge, and then the other guy's Bob Walker who makes stupid jokes that sounds like an idiot. But MLB Network was showing that one because it was Roberto Clemente Day. So first they showed the Spanish broadcast. Those guys are actually good, and then into the regular English guys. They were terrible. But anyway, at one point in the game, I think the Cubs were winning 4-0. They won the game 4-0. But for some stupid reason, the Pirates, who had 29 losing seasons the last 33 years, decided to troll the Cubs in the middle of the game on the big board when Joey Bart was up. He had a big thing on the screen that says, "The return of the Bartman." Really? Really, guys? And it's like, come on, man. You're the Pirates. You lose. Who are you trolling? And it's just so stupid to me. And I think that's funny. And first of all, there was nobody in the stadium to laugh at it. I don't know why they had this the shot from behind home plate so you could see that. But I just thought it was the dumbest thing. It's like, what are you guys? It's like, you lose all the time. You nothing. That was easy in the playoffs. The last time the Pirates won a playoff series was 1979.
Wow.
So it's like,
That
just
you know
shut
you?
up. No.
Oh, okay.
All right. But my nugget of the week, which everyone probably knows already anyway, is that since the Eagles lost at Tampa Bay last year and we're 2-2, they are 18-1 since then. And I know that makes Brian very upset that happens. It means it's bad post-game shows, lousy radio, and all the rest of it. People waving their fists in the
Yes, you're too happy. I need angry radio.
Yes, he does. So, but I just thought that was incredible. They go on that kind of run, even if it's over 2 seasons, not quite the 1985 Bears, but it's still quite remarkable to have that kind of run since that game.
You know what I found funny with that game is that they made a big thing about God, I can't think of his name, the defensive player on the Chiefs. He said, to Jalen Hurts at the end of the game, he was like, "Oh, look, we held you to under 100 yards." Well, we didn't. They held him to 101 yards. But then Hurts is like, "Look at the scoreboard, motherfucker."
Yeah, we won.
I love that. That was like, that's like keeping him under 100 or keeping him at 101 yards. It's like, fuck you.
We won. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, right.
Scoreboard, bitch.
He's still angry about the Super Bowl, too, probably. They got their ass kicked.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. It was funny.
Yes.
I'd like to.
But I want to give one middle finger to the Pirates for being assholes.
I forgot
I just swept them.
I would like to give a shout out to a coworker, John McBride, for watching the show. Hey, John. He's a degenerate gambler. He gambles on NASCAR and golf, girl softball. So hi to John McBride. He's gymnastics.
Speed skating.
I want to bet on the pretzel, the Bavarian pretzel cutting. Have you ever seen that? That you got to cut a pretzel in half and try to get them to weigh the exact same amount. Or like they had one the other night I was watching. Somebody was betting. They were talking about, here I am. It's 3:00 in the morning. Here I am betting on who can make the bed faster. It's like literally these competitions online. It's crazy.
Yeah, people will bet on anything. Yeah.
I would.
Well, do you want to bet how long if this chair will last the rest of the season at Brian?
Yeah, probably not.
Well, wait, I got one.
Just not the way he's sitting in it because he leans back like he's in a lowrider.
How long? Wait. How long before one of my brother's boring Army speeches? I mean, I give him credits. Two games into the season, and he hasn't said one of his boring Army stories. So that would be my bet. The over/under on this first Army speech.
I mean, him, the goat, in a barn.
What week you want to? What week you gonna set it at, Bri? So I know where.
Well, I think I was gonna put it at week 2. He already. I would have lost.
What am I gonna do?
When you have one of your Army stories.
I was going to put a bet on the over/under on when.
Well, here we go. This will segue into an Army story. Summer used to joke with Maggie all the time when she was bad. I'm going to take your ass to Valley Forge Military Academy. Well, they just announced this week that they're closing it. Did you know that? There's some big time leaders that have gone there. I didn't realize. Like Norman Schwarzkopf apparently went there, and some other people. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, the high school next to West Point, where I went, is New York Military Academy, and one of their graduates is Donald Trump. So there you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, New York Military Academy. That's a boarding school, military boarding school where he went to high school. Yeah.
Well, and then I found out that they actually filmed the movie Taps at Valley Forge Military Academy. Have you ever seen that movie? It was I can't think of it. Timothy Hutton, Sean Penn, like all those guys, like young actors. Tom Cruise was in it. Lots of them. They actually filmed that on campus there, which was kind of neat. I found that out while I listened to Preston and Steve on my ride into work, and they were talking about it closing, and then they had people on that were talking about it. So that was kind of neat.
Larry Fitzgerald went there.
Who went there?
Larry Fitzgerald went there for a year.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, after high school, he went there because his dad wanted to become more disciplined before he went to college.
There was a few famous people that went to West Point, too.
Just a couple. Just a couple. Maybe one or two. Maybe.
Stonewall Jackson, baby.
Were they the Black Knight, or did they ride the mule? like
No,
Scott
no,
O'Hare.
Not quite that famous, but yes.
I know, seriously.
We're
We
famous
have,
in their own right. In their own right, yes. They weren't
people
quite
don't
that
realize
famous.
how much of a famous person we have in our midst here.
I can still admire someone.
I still think it's the coolest thing in the world, Scott. Just so you know, I honestly, I think that's so cool.
Yeah, and I reinstituted trick riding on the mules back at West Point, and I saw some old videos from the 50s of cadets trick riding, and I was like, hey, I'm in the circus now. I can do tricks on these mules.
I remember when I was
in
like
the
8, 9
circus.
years old. Dad took me to an Army-Navy game, and I think it was at the Meadowlands, and Scott was the knight, the mascot, and Dad was pointing at him while he was doing it.
I mean, seriously, that is pretty awesome. I mean, you got to admit that. Like, how many people get to do that every year, like on the riding team? Couple?
I used to say to the cameraman at the Army-Navy game, I'm like, hey, next commercial, shoot me, I'm going to do a trick. And they're like, okay, when the light turns red, do your trick. And then the year after I graduated, I start getting all these phone calls because they were doing the commercial for that year's Army-Navy game, and they had a picture of me standing on the mule cheering. They're like, do you know you're on the commercial? So I was on the Army-Navy promo commercial the year after I graduated. I was getting all these phone calls. That was pretty cool.
That's pretty neat.
Cool.
I got to be on Good Morning America with Joan Rivers.
Huh.
In London.
Joan London, thank you. Not Joan.
Joan Rivers.
That's all right. Yeah, whatever. Joan London, Joan Rivers, who cares?
I remember
We're both named Joan.
Joan something or other.
You're talking about
same
Joan
to me.
Rivers on a legitimate
They're
show
all
like
the same
that.
to me. Could have been.
I remember my brother. We went to an anniversary of his. I think they were playing Rutgers, and I remember after the game, he took me to the mule barn where he used to get the mules, and he showed me like where there were real mules there. He was showing me they were feeding the mules. That was pretty cool. That was the end of my story, but he was just showing me where they kept the mules.
They don't like to ride away from the barn. They like to ride towards the barn because that's where the food is.
I don't blame him. I like food myself.
So let's have the pick from The Office himself. Coming off a 1-0 record, Ryan The Office.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my little my rant of the week. My rant of the week is when two motherfuckers start talking while the intro music is playing to the show. That's my rant. All
But that
right.
has nothing to do with the Burn the Biscuit.
Nothing, absolutely nothing to do with that.
Gets my goat. Well, that was your last segment. But I did have a what gets my saddle sore.
I'll go ahead and do that while my thing is popping up here. I'm getting
Yeah, this has
up
nothing to
there.
do with the Burn the Biscuits. It's people that give a shit about whether I return my shopping cart to the corral. I am preserving Americans' jobs. I am not trying to take jobs away from hardworking Americans. Okay? And these do-gooders that take a shopping cart from the parking lot and push it all the way into the store are taking jobs from hardworking young Americans. That's why you don't go to the self-checkout. You go to where there's a cashier. We're trying to keep America working to make America great again. Thank you.
I bag my own groceries. I scan my own groceries, and I take my shopping cart back because I can do it better than the employees who make
No, you're taking
$15
jobs
an
from
hour.
hardworking Americans.
My
right.
school didn't
Hey,
even-
and the
my-
handicapped
not
people-
cashiers anymore.
The handicapped people need those carts to lean on when they get out of their vehicles so they can get into the store. Thank you. I'm doing a service for disabled people. Thank you.
My
Alrighty.
school doesn't have cashiers anymore. It's amazing. It's all self-checkout now.
Yeah. All right, here we go, guys. I'm going to give you my pick this week.
Shut your ass.
That's right. Here we go. Here's my pick. All right, I'm going with week 3. I'm going with the Green Bay Packers versus the Cleveland Browns. Here we go. Right. This will tell you who I'm picking. Here we go. All right, there we go. Obviously, I'm going with the Packers. Minus 7.5. As a Bears fan, it makes me sick to make this pick because I hate the Green Bay. I hate the Packers. So I would say that looks like me, but not quite. I'm a little bit better looking than that guy. But look, the Packers are 2-0 on the season. The Browns are 0-2. I got some stuff I'm going to read off. But here we go real quick. You'll like this one. Ready? Here we go. You like that?
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun doing this stuff. I don't even care. It's cheesy. But anyway, I'm taking Green Bay Packers minus 7 over the Browns because I'm not afraid of big spreads. Let me read you some information.
No, that could be a T-shirt. No, Ryan, that could be a T-shirt.
Yeah. Let me read some of my analysis here off of my Andy Dandy screen. Based on exhaustive analysis of team performance metrics, personnel matchups, and market-based forecasting models, the Green Bay Packers are projected to defeat the Cleveland Browns in their Week 3 contest on Sunday. This prediction is not merely a reflection of current win-loss records, but a recognition of a profound systemic imbalance between the two franchises. The Packers are currently operating as an elite, well-rounded team, leading the league in key efficiency metrics and demonstrating remarkable ability to overcome personnel losses. Conversely, the Browns' performance is a symptom of a full-scale systemic failure on the offensive side of the ball, driven by instability at the quarterback position and a dismantled running game. While Cleveland's defense possesses significant talent, its strengths are not sufficient to counteract the team's fundamental offensive liabilities, particularly its league worst turnover differential. The decisive factor in this context is the stark contrast in ball security and offensive efficiency. The Packers' offense, led by the pristine Jordan Love, has yet to commit a single turnover. The offensive strength directly exploits the Browns' defensive weakness, their inability to generate takeaways. A highly efficient, turnover-averse offense, coupled with a newly formidable Packers defense, creates a profound matchup that will be nearly impossible for the Browns to overcome. I have a whole
AI.
But he rumbled and stumbled.
What's that?
You got that from AI?
I have a whole thing here. I made my pick, and then I had it run AI for me. It was
Is that free? What, is that an app you're using?
It's. I pay for it now. I'm paying for all the videos and stuff. It does an analysis of anything I put in there, but it's the thing that I use to make my videos and all the diagrams and everything that I have.
ChatGPT?
Not Google.
Did you give it a name where it like talks to you and you call it a name? Like,
I actually could have it read that entire thing off for me. So it actually created graphs and stuff that I didn't want to use because I didn't really like them. But here's the thing, guys. Like, obviously, it's only week 3, so there's not a lot of stuff to put up there. But statistically, the Packers are scoring 24 points a game. The Browns are scoring 16.5 points a game. The Packers are giving up 12.5, and the Browns are giving up 29. So it's pretty, the 7.5 is right there in line with what each team is scoring. But I expect the Packers with what's his name, the guy from fucking Dallas. What's his name? I can't think of his Micah Parsons, getting more acclimated to the defense of the Packers will have that much more of an impact against the Browns week 3. So
there you have it. The week 3 picks are in.
Wait! I forgot. Before I forget, my touchdown parlay. I almost forgot it.
Yeah.
Because if you saw my parlay last week, I won. Not the one that I did on the show, but the other one.
Yeah.
But here's my touchdown parlay for the week. If they'll shut the fuck up.
Bro, shut up. You're stepping on Ryan's parlay for the week.
Here's my parlay. Laporta, Cup, Odunze, Nakua, and Jacobs. So $3 will pay $370.37. It's a plus 12245. So bet that. I won last week. I followed a guy last week. I put $2 down on 4 guys to hit 100 yards in the game, and I won $429 off of a $2 bet. So follow our socials for some of these parlays, and I give credit to the people online, not on the show because we don't get anything from them, but I'll do it online. in our socials if I do it. If they want to become partners with us, certainly give a shout out to their names. But I'm not going to do it for free for us. So, so that's what we got.
Awesome.
Yeah, AI is awesome, dude. AI is fucking amazing.
So now we're on to the recap for Week 3 NFL. Boo-roo.
Chargers -2.5 at home against the Broncos.
5 head of knowledge.
Seahawks -7.5 at home against the New Orleans Saints.
Myself, the Buccaneers, a creamsicle at home against
The goddamn Jets.
Ryan, Office.
I'm taking the Packers, boo, -7.5 at the Cleveland Browns.
Good luck, fellas. I'll see you next week.
All right, good luck, guys.
Good luck.
My brother did this.